Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? How's your week going? This is a new week, new strategies, new energy, and whatnot. Okay, so let's dive into today's topic. Today, I have a very interesting topic to share with you all. Well, it's something that I'm practicing to do and just trying to be better at it. As we all know, one of my very crucial goals for this year is my financial goals. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what strategies I'm applying to make sure that I achieve that goal for this year 2022. Well, it's no news that the country itself has failed us, leadership has failed us, government has failed us. So many people are running out of the country, searching for greener pastures and whatnot. I don't blame them. Even those who walk like elephants are eating like ants. So, but notwithstanding, if you're still going to remain in this country, you need to have not just having more than two or three sources of income. You need to have strategy on how to save, and so that you can be prepared, because the country, so many things are just changing overnight. You might go today to the market to get something. Tomorrow you're going and you're like, wait, oh, this thing I just bought yesterday is now triple the price, and you're shocked. So those who go to market before with 5,000 naira, now they will tell you what's 5,000. You want to cook a good pot of soup, even 5,000 cannot even be enough. Okay, so you have to plan, you have to strategize. Since the country is changing, you yourself have to adjust. If you're the type of person that you actually spend money, you don't have any invent keeping or inventory book or record of what you use your money for, you need to start writing it down so that you can keep track of how you spend your money and how you invest your money. Okay, there are two different things: spending and investing. I think when you invest it, it's rather more profitable than when you just spend it. Otherwise, why are you working? Okay, so why do we go to work every day? Why do we hustle every day? So that we can be financially free, so that we can have something in our pocket at the end of the day. But if you're just surviving on one stream of income, I'm sorry, because the country itself is not doing anybody any good. Okay, so to encourage us, I will share with you my saving strategies for this year. They are very simple, they are very straightforward, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so number one strategy for myself: first of all, if you have any outstanding debts, before you start saving, go and pay off your debts. Okay, you cannot start saving if you have debts. And debt, I mean, is not your future what's it called, expenditures. Of course, probably for this year you have your landlord coming to ask for the house rent, you have children's school fees if you've not paid that yet, and maybe probably other little items that you need to fix together. Okay, those ones are your future expenditures. Definitely, as you go by the day, if you're earning salary, you have salary and you know how you share your income. But I'm talking about future outstanding debts. Probably you loaned money or something. You need to first of all pay off your outstanding debts. Okay, that's to start off with, before you can even think of saving. Okay, that's the first thing. Then next off, after you've paid your debts, you need to live within your means. Okay, now, since we all know that the price of foodstuffs have gone up, if you're the type that you eat 3 square meals before, I'm not saying you should cut down on 3 square meals, but I'm just saying live within your means. If you know that what you can afford is 2, skip 1. Instead of you to eat everything, for you to save, you need to live within your means. You need to adjust, cut down on some things. Food is not just food. In terms of your general what's it called, spending. Probably people favors you, gives you something, and you don't know what to do with them. Just save it, okay, or rather invest it, okay. So number one, live within your means. Live within your means. I hope you can read my lips, okay. Do not try to, you know, you want to be like somebody else. Do you know what the person is doing? Just know what your net worth is at the end of the month. Know what you're earning and live within it, okay. Even if you have goals of, maybe you want, maybe it's your goal, you want to change your wardrobe, okay. So if you still have better things that you can save that money to achieve that will make profit, okay. You'll do that later on. You mustn't do everything at once. Just live within your means at that time. What you're earning, what it can afford. It can afford just 1 square meal. Do that and manage yourself, okay. That's number one rule. Number two rule for saving is save more and spend less, okay. Yes, January, we know that because of the hike of price from the seasonal time, December period, some people will not even want to bring that price down. The price is still a bit high, okay. So why not wait till when the price go down a bit, okay, in order for you to save. Don't go and purchase things when it's a bit high. Instead, calm down. Maybe probably towards March, things will come down a bit, you know, that rainy season, food items and whatnot, vegetables, tomatoes, all those things will be much cheaper at that time. I'm not saying you should not actually, you know, enjoy your life, but in order for you to save, you know, there has to be a kind of a price, okay. So save more and spend less. Why I say save more and spend less, in the sense that if the prices of things that you're buying at that time is times 2 of what it's supposed to be, even if you're spending it, like, you're not going to have the remnant to save, because you're spending times 2. So in order for you to save, you actually need to wait till those prices drop. Keep checking, and have your list of priorities. That's number 3. Number 3, have a list of priorities. There are essential needs and there are wants. There's a difference between needs and wants. When you know what you need, then you can now differentiate. This is actually a want. I want a new pair of shoes. That is not a need. You probably have 3 other bags or 3 other shoes that you're not even wearing. So I need underwears, okay. Probably I need is compulsory. I need is necessary, okay. Or I need a new pair of glasses. Maybe it's broken. Just have a list, have a book of where you differentiate your needs from your wants. Your needs are important. Your daily needs, your transport, your feeding, your home accessories, toothpaste and tissue or whatnot. So just differentiate. It's not when you go out and you see something that you actually don't need it for that time, but you want it, impulsiveness, you want it. No, tell yourself no. For now, I don't need it. Okay, I can pause on that. That way you've saved yourself, you know, from spending that money. You can save that money or put it into profitable use and have more, okay. So next off, for your saving tips, it's very, very necessary. Keep an inventory of what you use your money to do, okay. At the end of the month, I always track my net worth and my expenses, okay. That way I can know what really took, you know, I can actually plan off from there. If I see that this is coming off more often, that means this thing is very necessary. When you can track your expenses, then you judge from your net worth. You can be able to tell where you're putting your money, and that way you can be able to even cut back on some things. Probably for some months you spent more on, maybe you spent more on your children, okay. That will tell me that next month No go. I'm not buying nothing for my children. I've bought them all what they need for this month. So that track of record helps me to know that I already invested here, so I'm not doing that again. Do you get? So it kind of gives you a closure on what you're doing with your money. Okay, that way you can know where to put it or where not to. Okay. So next off on this very important topic is check out for better ways, better methods to save, better ways to invest your money. So so many people fall scam or trade because they are not saving, and emergencies come and they hear this one, you put your money here, you will get times two. So because they don't have any savings, they need something quick, and they fall into these traps. Okay, so but when you're saving, even when emergency comes, you'll be able to run, you know where to run to. Okay, it doesn't mean that your savings is savings of a lifetime. At least it will solve that need for that time. Okay, so this one is very important. Run away from those loan sharks. Okay, I call them loan sharks. They actually, they seem like a how will I call, an emergency save lifesaver, but most of them are just there to make money. They are just there for business. When they loan you a small amount of money, they are collecting almost times two of what they are loaning you. So run away from them. It's best you save. You get. It's best you save so that you can use that money in time of need, rather than running to the loan sharks. Like, you have all of them on their app. I'm not saying this to stop anyone from using it. Those Go Cash, Fair Money, O Cash, O Pay, we have a lot of them. Just they will even tell you you don't need any paper. Just click on this, your name and your pet's name and whatnot, and they are depositing money. Well, no problem, but just be careful, because most of the time you are the one losing. They know that you need it urgently because you don't have a savings, so they are there to always give you that seemingly help, but they are collecting more than necessary, in quotes. Okay, so that's one of those tips for you to save, because if you get that money from them, you use it to solve that need. If you're not working, how are you going to get the interest to pay them? And if you don't pay them on time, they are at your neck. They are ready to kill you. They are ready to, strangle life out of you. So why put yourself in that kind of a stress? Why not just save? Okay, if you can cut down on some unnecessary things, discipline yourself. Okay, save so that when emergency comes, you don't need to start running to those people for help. Okay, so next off, um there are some things that you actually don't, this is part of the cutting off of unnecessary things. Like some ladies actually spend, ladies can bear me witness, the price of attachment now has skyrocketed. Okay, so if you know that you need just to do simple hairstyles, you have your wigs, why not wear them? You mustn't plait a new hair braid all the time. Okay, that way you can save money. Okay, some other ways to save money: you can save from your Go TV. If you know that you're not even watching the TV, so why are you subscribing all the time? Cut on that to save money. Okay, next off, pedicure and whatnot. Here, some people spend 20K on just lashes. Well, except you have someone who is, taking care of those bills, I would advise that you shouldn't do that. It's not profitable. Okay, something that you just use for one day or use for 1 week, and that's it. So why waste that money? Okay, so it's just a tip of advice. If you feel you can afford the luxury, you ride on. Okay, I'm only speaking to those who want to, have a saving. Another good aid to save is probably you join a group, sincere group. Make sure that you know the info before you join them. If it's weekly, you drop whatever your earnings are. If you want to drop a certain amount, if it's monthly, you do that, because sincerely speaking, we need to help ourselves in this country. I know people can be terrible. I've heard of people who join such groups and the person just ran away with their money. May God help us, but make sure that before you join such groups, you know the info, you know the details about whatever it is, so that you don't fall victim of these people. Okay. Now, finally, for my own, just a tip of advice for you to save this year. Sincerely, it is helping. When you say, I see some people, they start saving from the first day of the year and till the ending of the year. Then they open their save box, and some could have even saved 700k, some could have saved, depending on how you save. Okay, so it's just a tip for you. Just make sure that you're doing the right thing. Okay, make sure you're saving, because these days we can't tell. Okay, we can't tell. Make sure you're saving. You can save on apps, Carrywise, Piggyvest. Just make sure you're saving. Anyhow you can save, make sure you're saving. Don't eat everything. For those of you married women, your husbands give you money to go to the market. Thank God you know that things are not the same as before. You can cut out on some things. Take for instance, if you can't afford to buy meat, then why not eat egg? Okay, why not eat egg? Why not go for other sources of protein? Just save. Find a way to save. Find a means to save, because these days are not the days where, I know so many people think it's yahoo yahoo or whatnot that gives money. My dear, you can make clean money. You can actually work hard. At the end of the day, it's not even how much streams of income and where you're gathering your money from. It's how you can save it. So that saving can later on even be used as an investment. Okay, you can use it to buy stock, you can use it to buy shares, you can invest it in businesses, whatever. Have ideas, great ideas. Okay, so I hope this topic has really been of benefit to you. If you know that you've not started saving for this year, I advise you better start saving, because when your mates are bringing out their safes to buy lands and do big things, and you'll be like, I use my own to do makeup. So people, for every Ashobi event, for every marriage event, they'll pay makeup artists to do their makeup. If you can't do your makeup, why can't you go with your natural face? Okay, must you do makeup every event? And you spend almost a fortune just for makeup alone. Well, these days, this country is not helping no one. So I adjourn you and I implore you to start saving, so that we all can grow together, because this is the channel where we grow together. Okay, see you next time. I love you all. Bye for now.